Well, one of the members of a far-right extremist group charged in the January 6th insurrection will remain behind bars until trial. That was the decision from a federal judge here in Phoenix this afternoon. Investigative reporter Morgan Lowe is in court today, and he spoke to a friend of the defendant. And Morgan, what did you learn about Ed Vallejo?
Yetta, what we heard today was two descriptions of the same person. One from prosecutors who described a man willing to use deadly force to prevent Joe Biden from becoming president. The other from Ed Vallejo's friend, who described a military vet who has dedicated years of his life to helping others. The violence of the insurrection took place more than a year ago. But on Thursday, inside the federal courthouse in Phoenix, prosecutors argued that one Arizona man, Ed Vallejo, who was not in court himself, played a central role in the planned use of force in the plot to disrupt the transfer of power. They said Vallejo volunteered to travel across the country and stationed himself in a hotel full of firearms, ammunition, and equipment. Prosecutors offered surveillance photos they say show Vallejo wheeling the stockpile into a hotel near the Capitol, where he allegedly waited for orders from the leader of the Oath Keepers to join the melee with other Quick Reaction Force members. Prosecutors also referenced threats of violence Vallejo made during an internet radio interview the morning of January 6th.
You know what I've been telling people, Ernie?
What?
I've been telling people that for years, I'm the guy that everybody said, no, Ed, you can't shoot him yet. It's too soon. No, Ed, you can't shoot the bastard yet. It's too soon. Well, I've been telling them about 5-6 months ago. They quit telling me.
Outside the courthouse after the hearing, one of Vallejo's friends defended him.
Edward Vallejo is absolutely not a danger to the community. He is a danger to corruption in power, and that is why he's being prosecuted.
Adam Kodesh said both he and Vallejo used to be members of the Oath Keepers, but he says they resigned.
Hey everybody, Adam Kodesh here.
Kodesh was present in May when FBI showed up at the property where Vallejo was living with a warrant, looking for his cell phone. And Kodesh argued that Vallejo is being prosecuted for speaking out.
He's passionate about his beliefs, he's passionate about his opinions, he's passionate about helping veterans, and it's a shame that government twisted his words expressing those passions to be used against him to make him seem like a danger.
Ed Vallejo was not in court today, nor did he appear by video because he's under quarantine for COVID. As soon as he's able to travel, the U.S. Marshal Service will transport him to Washington, D.C., where he will stand trial with the other insurrection defendants. He is charged with conspiracy to commit sedition. Yetta?
And Morgan, what have you found out about his past? Does he have a criminal record?
We know he served in the U.S. Army from 1977 to 78. He was discharged because of asthma. He has no criminal history, and aside from the insurrection, no run-ins with the law.
And was there any indication as to why he would even be accused of plotting to carry out an insurrection?
Well, if you look at his social media presence, you see that Vallejo was pretty outspoken about the 2020 election. His friend told me that he was a member of the Oath Keepers, and prosecutors say that in November of 2020, the head of the Oath Keepers started recruiting followers to join him in going to the Capitol. Prosecutors say Vallejo drove his own truck there, filled with guns and ammunition, and they say he played a central role in the Oath Keepers' part of the insurrection.
Definitely more to come on this. Morgan, thank you for the